Hi there, sign of Pisces. This is Kim here with your next 3-day messages. Hope you're doing good today. Wherever you're at, let me know where you're watching from if you feel like it or how you're doing. Connecting in here with your angels and your spirit guides for these messages. May they be for Pisces Most High. Okay, Kim Krans Wild Unknown, the poet. The poet. And the creator. I'm picking up on automatic writing and some sort of information that you have that you need to put into words, okay, right? The poet, put into words somehow, like getting a message out. Sometimes it's about what we're actually seeing, like foreshadowing or what we are seeing. Like you see this crystal ball here. It's like something that you already know. It could be about this darkness, about this energy here. So I don't know what you're doing, if you're writing a book, if you're writing a blog or a song, or this is representing your words getting out in some sort of communication. It's very divine, like it's very source, God, creator energy, the creator here with this. So if you haven't started on something like that, then I think that you're being pulled to do so. Yes. If you do so, if you do something creative here, it has to do with what you know, what you need to get out there, information that you need to, I don't know what it is. It's big though. For the purpose of creation, they're saying you're standing at the threshold, meaning you're about to jump into a completely new experience. And it's all tied here to this insight that you have. What is this insight? Maybe you even have insight of how to properly manifest, or what's the, some tricks or something that you do, something about how you create might be even tied into this thing. So you're on the threshold of a new experience. You have energy building up, and you definitely have something to say about it. The reddening card. So you're feeling this. You're feeling this energy here. I mean, it can be about something that even made you upset, mad or upset or angered you. Yeah. I feel like if we're going to go story form here, in the story format, that this is about an uncomfortable situation that you were put in. Like being put in a box, something that felt like it was against your nature. You had to go through an experience here with the Ash card where almost everything was taken, or you hit rock bottom in some sense, and it's all a memory from this point of you rising like a phoenix from the ashes, right? And so I'm going to do your reading a little different. It's still next 3-day. As far as these are the messages they want to get out to you. There's something here about you escaping the box, or some sort of rule or authority, somebody in a position of power, maybe even misuse of power. There's something that you know. I'm gonna do your reading a little different. I am going to pull from a different deck. Let's see. All right, I have this double majors deck, so it gives me two, whoa, my fan just went off. It gives me 2 of each major arcana, and it gives me 2 of, hang on, I have to fix that. It gives me 2 of each court card, so you don't necessarily have to have reversals when you're using this deck, but I want to see who's involved with this and what this is about. A little bit more about what this is about. Death card, the devil, the high priestess. Yeah, who's this about? This is about a person who's seeking to control, or energy that is all about control, bondage, keeping, holding people down. And like, you're exposing this energy. This is the high priestess, but it's the other, you know, their version of it, and you're bringing an end to some sort of rule. Like, this is this energy that you have discovered. Okay. Now, the devil can be energies that bring addictions in and vices, controlling through attachment, controlling through fear. There's something here that you are exposing about this energy, maybe your own struggles in life with this. And they're saying, like, now it's your testimony. Now something is your time to write about it, write about your experience. But I'm also picking up on actual people that hold powerful positions that may have like a very dark agenda. And you exposing this. And Pisces is exposing this. Okay. How does Pisces relate? How does Pisces relate to this? What is their role in this story that they're giving me, actually? What is Pisces' role? Hermit in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, almost in reverse. Because somehow you feel like there was blocked change, delayed change, purposeful, something done purposefully to try to stop your progress. Felt kind of alone out in so that's how you got affected. So whatever this was that the devil represents to you, that you're exposing its effects on your life in the past, on how it delayed things, how it was always trying to get in the way or interfere with your success and your focus or drive. I feel like this is a really specific message for a few of you all. So let's see. So now you talk about it. So now you create from whatever this is that happened. Interesting death card ending. So moving on, we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands. Absolutely. Somebody who is standing up and advocating for something, a meaningful cause, for sure. Moving forward, no more delay, no more stopping of your energy. And you're protecting and guarding your happiness, because it's coming in here with the Nine of Cups. Self-satisfaction, happiness. This is some energy that got in the way of that. So this is what you were on the threshold to. It was confusing, or it was trying to confuse you. Maybe through escapism. Maybe through choices that weren't exactly clear on purpose. Messing with people's feelings or emotions. Could see this as being a big thing. Like a big... Three of Pentacles keeps wanting to come out, because it's like something is starting here about this with the people I'm reaching out to with this. Okay. Wanting us to feel possibly trapped or in our head, obsessing with the Eight of Swords. And could have had some sort of big, influence here on the stability, the financial stability for yourself, for your family. So wanted to limit or restrict you in some way. This is all part of this energy. I'm positive of it. The old card, which is weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, old habits die hard, enduring the good old days, family patterns stuck in the past. Spirit, tell me what they're on the threshold for after this very intense energy that you've had to, some demon that you've had to battle. Oh, you did battle it and you won. They're saying you won. The flag, achievement, recognition, overthrow, success and victory, winner, conquest, mastery. Now you have bragging rights, carry the day, plans are coming to fruition, and king of the mountain. After all of that was done to like stop you, even if this is like an, you know how sometimes people have entity attachments that are linked to things like addictions and familial demons, things that have come down, been passed down throughout the family. You can give it all kinds of different names, right? This is you breaking that, breaking those bonds, breaking that control. It's not just necessarily addictions, though. It's all kinds of ways in which you were held back or restricted, or even possibly somebody trying, like, it's control, right? It's control. Also, there's something about you talking about how this energy tried to cut you off from that inner spiritual journey in some way, cutting you off from your intuition for a time, or that was their attempt. I'm not really thinking that it worked, but I think that there was an attempt for you to not go inside and reflect or get connected, but you are. So that's probably what ensured your victory. It's been hard though. This is a war won, I feel like. Personal waters, the emotional idealist, says you're emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive, heart-centered. You feel deeply and you take things personally. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have Pisces out here. And Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Aries right here in the middle. Okay. Timing card. I've got 2 timing cards. That's interesting. Oh, we're going to have to clarify. Yeah, well, I don't necessarily think I have to clarify. Because I said at the very beginning that I felt like this is an example of somebody who has been through something really dark or witnessed something kind of dark, right? And now has a testimony to share to help spread and help a lot of other people. And that Black Widow card is here, which says betrayal, turncoat, cunning, danger, the toxic situation or relationship, the web of control, entrapment, unexpected attack, poisonous, low vibration. This is what you've had to rise from. Whew. So I have, like I said, I've got 2 timing cards here. One says 1 to 3 months, and the other one says 9 to 12 months. So what we'll do to figure out what this is about, like what is this timing, why are you giving me timing like that? Because obviously when you start a project or you start creating something, it's going to take some time, right? Yeah, but we want to see specifically, what does this mean for Pisces? This good luck, the clover, and the getting together with the right people. This people, they're holding their ears too in that card, like they're trying to listen in. Somebody, people, souls, part of your soul group, soul family, they want to hear what you have to say. What do you have to say? It's important. Okay, spirit guides, angels, please guide me. What is spring about? What is the 1 to 3 months about here? Number 164 also might be significant. The long road. Finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Finally seeing that the long road was worth it. This is not something that happened overnight. This is something that is deeply rooted as part of your journey. Wondering, when will this ever end? When will this get better? It does. This feels a lot like a person's personal struggle. The whip and murky thoughts. See, repeatedly trying to change the narrative, mess with the mind. This energy repeatedly did something over and over. It was to try to get into your head. It was trying to give you murky thoughts in some way. It was trying to make you think that nothing was ever going to get better. And therefore, why don't you just go do that thing over and over? You know, that thing that actually hurts you. Like it was telling you to do that. This was the demon. 11 and 33. So what about, so this long road. Okay, so it's been a long road. It's been a long road, but I feel like there's a but there's a good outcome. And if you notice, this card has 15, which is the number of the devil energy. So I think that it's a clear sign that's saying this is what was overcome. And that it has been a long road, but you get a good outcome. Anything that was trying to cause you danger or accidents or, I don't know, making it harder on you, anything that was hazardous, it's like you slayed it, you overcame it, and it's very big that you get and give yourself recognition for this, for overcoming this. So Spirit was going to give you a gift, significant gift in your life within this 1 to 3 months here, and something that will let you know absolutely a good outcome is assured. Okay, so the 9 to 12 months. Oh, a heart, maybe a very meaningful love connection here. Also, it does kind of look like the lover's energy on that good outcome, but the heart, it's talking about matters of the heart. Something you don't see coming, the clouds. Tell me more. Somebody holds you in a lot of honor. Okay, so you don't see this. You don't see that this change is coming here in regards to the heart space. Something that's going to make you feel like, oh, it's love. Like being in that energy of love and knowing for sure this is love, right? And it's because you're being held in high honor by spirit, though, by others, sure. But what really matters is that, like, your spirit team and your angels are saying, you are held in such high honor because of those unseen battles that you've had on your personal journey as the hermit, that it's amazing that you rose up from, that you probably cheated death from. So you're being held in high honor because of choosing the not so easy path. So change is coming. So change is coming. And that's what I have for you all today. Let's get... So it's like speaking up about the unseen battles. I feel like that's part of your purpose. And part of your purpose is to expose something. Something dark, something toxic. You have 99 and 13. 13 is kind of like that death card, but this says something a little different on the card. 23 on the bottom with I'm adventurous. 13 says you're a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. And 99, it's time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I'm sending you light and love. Thank you so much for joining me today. Private readings available if you need one in the description box below. Bye.